Today I'm going to teach you how to make an elephant from a fork. You can use a fork with rounded tines or flat. I prefer the rounded because I just think it looks better, but that's just me. You're going to start off with just flattening your pieces. This will make your life easier. All I'm using is a Delrin block and a rawhide mallet. They don't have to be perfectly flat. Mine definitely aren't perfectly flat. Next up, you're going to grab yourself a stainless straw or a piece of small pipe. Then you are going to put that fork in a vise, big or small, or anything that can hold it really will work. You can technically do this by hand too, but it's not going to feel too good. You're just going to put that straw or pipe on there and put your tine out to the side. With the flat tines, you're going to bring the tine to yourself and then to the right or left, depending on what side you picked. Grab yourself some round pliers. You can get these at just basically any craft store or online, or you can use some ring pliers. I like these better. They don't require as much strength compared to the round pliers. Alright, so for curling the nose, you're going to make a little whoop-de-doo right there, and then another whoop-de-doo over here, just right on up there. Now, if you do not put the nose up and you give this to a person that knows about elephants, they are going to say something about the elephant's nose being bad luck if it is down. So you want to keep that up. And that will be the best advice I give you in this video. People do not mess around when it comes to elephants. You see that little curve we got going on right there? We don't like that. So we're just going to hit it down and it's good to go. Next up, we're going to get our little snippets out and start cutting and making little legs. Now, you can keep them long or you can cut them like this. I prefer mine to be shorter. This also does not feel great on the hands, but it works for what we need it for. You could also use a bandsaw. I prefer to use my shear and just chop those little legs off. Eyeballs. You don't need them, but it kind of makes it look more like an elephant. I'm just using a little metal stamp here. You could also use some stones or rivets. You have a bit of options when it comes to eyes. When I do the eyes, I normally use a metal stamp or I'll center punch it. Now you can keep it like that, or you can actually drill the hole. I also center punched the other elephant so that I could put a jump ring on to make a pendant. Now I'm just cutting off the handles because we don't need those. It's good to have those when drilling though, so you have something to hold on to. Since we just cut them, we now have sharp edges. So we're just going to sand them and make them nice and smooth so no one gets hurt. You can also use a nail file or a metal file. This will be very time consuming, but you can get it done this way. Remember the elephant that got drilled in the head? Well, this one, I want it to have a little loop for a keychain. So that's what we're doing. Just take your mallet to it and try to miss your fingers, hopefully. And then you got yourself a nice little loop. This could be for a keychain or a pendant. Now you want to clean your pieces. I'm just using a battery-operated Dremel with an abrasive buffing wheel, and this just helps clean it up, gets that tarnish off and the scratches. Color in the eye of the Sharpie with the other one just to bring out the detail of the eye. You can also use steel wool. It's very affordable. It will get in your fingers, and it does make a mess though, but it works the same way, just you gotta put a lot more effort in it. And the last step, you are just putting your components on, your jump rings, your keychains, whatever you got. The elephant design is the second thing I've ever learned when it came to making stuff out of silverware. I think it's very easy to do. Well, once you get the hang of it, it's very easy to do, and it's pretty beginner friendly. That's how you make an elephant with a fork. Thanks for watching.